Have you ever found yourself lying awake at night, wondering why you seem to experience the world so differently from everyone else? Why your emotions run so deep that sometimes they feel like an ocean threatening to overflow? If you're an INFJ teenager, or even an adult looking back at those formative years, you're not alone in these thoughts. These questions and countless others emerged from our groundbreaking survey of over 500 adult INFJ, who bravely shared their teenage experiences, struggles, and the wisdom they wished they'd had during those crucial years. The INFJ Teenage Experience, a journey unlike any other. The teenage years are challenging for everyone, but for INFJ, they can feel like navigating an especially complex maze blindfolded. Our survey revealed that the INFJ teenage experience is marked by a unique combination of intense emotional awareness, deep intellectual curiosity, and an almost painful level of sensitivity to the world around them. Many respondents described feeling like they were simultaneously part of two worlds: the external one where they tried to fit in and function normally, and their rich inner world where they processed everything at a depth that often felt overwhelming. Understanding the survey methodology and responses. Our comprehensive survey reached INFJ across multiple platforms, age groups, and backgrounds. We carefully crafted questions that would delve into their teenage experiences while allowing for the nuanced, detailed responses that INFJ are known for. The response was overwhelming, not just in numbers, but in the depth and honesty of the sharing. Participants opened up about their struggles, triumphs, and the long journey to self-acceptance. Many reported feeling emotional while responding, noting how the questions helped them process experiences they hadn't fully examined before. The first major discovery: sensitivity as a superpower. Perhaps the most striking revelation from our survey was the universal experience of feeling too sensitive during teenage years. This sensitivity, often perceived as a weakness by society and even by INFJ themselves, turned out to be one of their greatest strengths in adulthood. Respondents described how their emotional sensitivity allowed them to navigate complex social situations, understand others at a deep level, and even predict and prevent conflicts before they arose. The journey to embracing sensitivity is often long and complicated. Many INFJ reported spending years trying to suppress this natural trait, only to discover later that it was integral to their success in relationships, careers, and personal growth. One respondent, a now successful therapist, shared how her teenage sensitivity that once made her feel like an outsider became the foundation of her ability to help others heal. The reality of rarity: understanding your unique position. The second major insight focused on the profound impact of understanding INFJ rarity. Making up only 1–2% of the population, INFJ often feel like outsiders during their teenage years, before they understand the reason behind their unique perspective. Survey participants repeatedly mentioned how learning about their personality type's rarity helped them reframe their differences as something special rather than something to hide. This understanding of rarity extends beyond mere statistics. INFJ reported that knowing about their type's rarity helped them make sense of why they often felt misunderstood, why their interests differed from their peers, and why they processed information and emotions differently. This knowledge became a crucial turning point for many, leading to increased self-acceptance and better ability to explain their needs to others. The necessity of solitude. Embracing your need for space. One of the most emotionally charged topics in our survey responses centered around the need for solitude. Teenage INFJ often feel guilty about their need for alone time, especially in a society that tends to value extroversion and constant social interaction. Survey participants described feeling torn between their genuine desire to connect with others and their equally genuine need for solitary reflection and recharge time. The breakthrough comes when INFJ realized that their need for solitude isn't a character flaw, but a crucial component of their emotional and mental well-being. Respondents shared various ways they learned to create and protect their alone time, from establishing quiet morning routines to setting up dedicated spaces for reflection and creativity. Many emphasized how learning to communicate this need to friends and family was crucial for maintaining healthy relationships. Intuition, the inner compass. The power of INFJ intuition emerged as another crucial theme in our survey. Respondents consistently reported having strong gut feelings or intuitive hits during their teenage years, but often doubting or ignoring these insights due to social pressure or self-doubt. Adult INFJ now recognize these intuitive abilities as one of their most valuable assets. Our survey revealed that INFJ intuition operates on multiple levels. It's not just about predicting outcomes or understanding people, it's about perceiving patterns and connections that others might miss. Many respondents described how their intuition helped them navigate complex social situations, make important life decisions, and even protect themselves from potentially harmful relationships or situations. The helper's dilemma: setting boundaries without losing compassion. Perhaps one of the most challenging aspects of being a teenage INFJ, according to our survey, is managing the natural inclination to help and heal others while maintaining healthy boundaries. Our respondents overwhelmingly reported spending their teenage years as the default therapist of their friend groups, often at the expense of their own emotional well-being. This pattern, while stemming from genuine compassion, often led to burnout and emotional exhaustion. The journey to establishing healthy boundaries while maintaining compassion is particularly nuanced for INFJ. Unlike some other personality types who might find it easier to simply say no, INFJ often struggle with the emotional complexity of setting limits while still caring deeply about others' well-being. Survey participants shared how they gradually learned to distinguish between empathy and emotional absorption, developing what one respondent beautifully described as compassionate boundaries. The academic and career journey: finding your authentic path. Our survey revealed fascinating patterns in how INFJ navigate their academic and career choices during their teenage years. Many reported feeling torn between their idealistic desires to make a meaningful impact and the practical pressures of choosing a sensible career path. This internal conflict often intensified during the crucial decision-making years of high school. Respondents shared how they initially tried to force themselves into conventional career paths, often leading to stress and dissatisfaction. The breakthrough came when they learned to align their career choices with their natural INFJ strengths: deep insight, creativity, and the desire to help others grow. Many found fulfillment in fields such as counseling, teaching, writing, arts, healthcare, and even entrepreneurship, careers that allowed them to maintain both independence and meaningful connection with others. The social paradox: navigating relationships as a teenage INFJ. One of the most complex aspects of the INFJ teenage experience involves navigating social relationships. Our survey participants described a seemingly contradictory desire for deep, meaningful connections while simultaneously needing significant alone time. This paradox often led to misunderstandings and feelings of guilt during their teenage years. Many respondents shared how they struggled with superficial social interactions, yearning for deeper connections but finding themselves exhausted by the everyday social requirements of teenage life. They described feeling drained by large group activities, yet energized by one-on-one conversations about meaningful topics. Learning to balance these social needs without compromising their authentic selves was a crucial part of their development. Finding your tribe: the power of INFJ community. A transformative moment for many survey respondents came when they first connected with other INFJ, whether through online communities, personality-type forums, or chance meetings. Discovering others who shared their unique way of experiencing the world often felt like finally finding their tribe. These connections helped validate their experiences and provided practical strategies for navigating life as an INFJ. The impact of finding INFJ communities extended beyond simple camaraderie. Respondents described how these connections helped them develop more effective communication strategies, learn from others' experiences and coping mechanisms, find role models who had successfully navigated similar challenges, build confidence in their unique perspectives and abilities. Creative expression and personal growth. Our survey revealed that creative expression plays a crucial role in INFJ development. Many respondents described how various forms of creativity, writing, art, music, or other creative pursuits, became essential outlets for processing their complex inner world. These creative activities often served as both therapy and a means of self-discovery during their teenage years. The need for creative expression, often manifested in unexpected ways. Some respondents described creating elaborate fictional worlds in their minds, while others found solace in journaling or creating art. This creative drive, while sometimes misunderstood by others, proved to be a vital tool for emotional processing and personal growth. Technology and the modern INFJ teen experience. A fascinating aspect of our survey involved exploring how technology impacts the modern INFJ teenage experience. While older respondents described feeling isolated in their pre-internet teenage years, younger INFJ reported both benefits and challenges from growing up in a connected world. Social media and online communities provided valuable connections with like-minded individuals, but also created new challenges in maintaining boundaries and managing emotional overwhelm. The physical dimension. Understanding INFJ sensitivities. An often overlooked aspect of the INFJ experience involves physical sensitivities. Survey respondents frequently mention being highly sensitive to their physical environment during their teenage years, including reactions to noise, crowds, certain textures, or environmental stimuli. Understanding these sensitivities as part of their INFJ nature rather than as personal weaknesses helped many develop better self-care strategies. Building resilience, strategies for growth. Our survey revealed that successful adult INFJ developed specific strategies during their teenage years that helped build resilience. These included creating regular routines for emotional processing, developing healthy outlets for intense emotions, learning to trust their intuition while maintaining practical grounding, building a support system that understood their unique needs. Looking forward, the evolution of INFJ understanding. The landscape of personality type understanding continues to evolve, and with it, the resources available to young INFJ. Our survey respondents expressed optimism about the growing awareness of INFJ traits and needs, while emphasizing the importance of maintaining authenticity in an increasingly connected world. Practical applications. Daily life as a teenage INFJ. Our survey revealed that successful adaptation to INFJ traits often comes down to practical, daily habits and routines. Respondents shared numerous strategies that help them thrive during their teenage years, many of which they continue to use in adulthood. The key lies in creating sustainable practices that honor both their sensitivity and their need for meaningful engagement with the world. Morning routines emerged as particularly crucial for teenage INFJ. Many respondents described how starting their day with intentional solitude helped them prepare for the social and emotional demands ahead. This might involve journaling, meditation, reading, or simply sitting quietly with their thoughts. One respondent beautifully described this practice as filling my emotional reservoir before the world starts making withdrawals. Educational environments, navigating the classroom experience. The traditional classroom environment often presents unique challenges for INFJ teenagers. Our survey participants shared detailed accounts of how they learned to adapt to educational settings while maintaining their authenticity. Many described feeling overwhelmed by the constant social interaction and noise levels in typical classroom settings, yet simultaneously driven by their love of learning and desire for deep understanding. Successful strategies often included seeking out quiet spots during lunch or free periods to recharge, developing relationships with understanding teachers who respected their learning style, finding creative ways to participate that didn't require constant verbal interaction, creating study methods that aligned with their intuitive learning process. The digital balance, social media and online life. Modern INFJ teenagers face unique challenges in navigating the digital landscape. Our survey revealed fascinating insights into how INFJ interact with social media and online communities. While many found valuable connections and resources online, they also reported feeling overwhelmed by the constant stream of information and social expectations. Successful digital strategies included setting specific times for social media engagement rather than constant connectivity, creating boundaries around online availability, using digital tools for creative expression and meaningful connection, maintaining a balance between online and offline relationships, emotional intelligence and personal development. One of the most striking findings from our survey was the importance of developing emotional intelligence during the teenage years. INFJ respondents consistently reported that understanding and managing their emotional depth was crucial for their well-being. This process often involved learning to distinguish between their own emotions and those they absorbed from others, develop healthy coping mechanisms for emotional overwhelm, create personal rituals for processing intense feelings, build a toolkit of self-soothing techniques. The role of mentorship and guidance. Many survey participants emphasized the transformative impact of having a mentor who understood or at least respected their INFJ traits. Whether this mentor was a teacher, counselor, older INFJ, or understanding family member, having someone who validated their experiences made a significant difference in their teenage development. Family dynamics and home life. The home environment plays a crucial role in INFJ teenage development. Survey respondents shared varied experiences of family life, with many describing the challenge of helping family members understand their needs. Successful strategies often included open communication about their need for alone time, creating designated quiet spaces in the home, establishing family routines that respected their sensitivity, finding ways to connect with family members that felt authentic, looking to the future, career planning and life goals. Our survey revealed interesting patterns in how INFJ approach future planning during their teenage years. Many reported feeling pressure to choose practical career paths while harboring deeper desires for meaningful work. Successful strategies included exploring careers that aligned with both their values and practical needs, finding mentors in fields of interest, developing skills that could be applied in multiple career paths, learning to trust their intuition about future directions. The spiritual and philosophical dimension. A significant number of survey respondents reported grappling with deep spiritual and philosophical questions during their teenage years. This internal exploration often felt isolating, but proved crucial for their development. Many found comfort and clarity through exploring different philosophical perspectives, engaging with spiritual or contemplative practices, discussing existential questions with like-minded individuals, developing their own ethical framework. Final insights, the path forward. As we conclude this comprehensive exploration of the INFJ teenage experience, several key themes emerge. 1. The importance of self-acceptance and understanding. 2. The value of developing practical coping strategies. 3. The need for balance between social connection and solitude. 4. The power of finding like-minded community members. 5. The crucial role of creative expression and personal growth. Our survey participants overwhelmingly expressed hope for future generations of INFJ teenagers. With increasing understanding of personality types and greater access to resources and community, young INFJ today have more opportunities than ever to embrace their unique traits and develop them into strengths. A message to young INFJ. Remember that your sensitivity, intuition, and depth are not weaknesses to be overcome but strengths to be developed. The journey through your teenage years may feel challenging, but it is also laying the foundation for the unique contributions only you can make to the world. The path of an INFJ is not always easy, but it is invariably meaningful. Your capacity for deep understanding, genuine empathy, and visionary thinking is needed in our world. As you navigate these formative years, know that you are not alone, and the very traits that might make you feel different now are likely to become your greatest assets in the future. Our survey has shown that while the INFJ teenage experience comes with unique challenges, it also offers unique opportunities for growth, understanding, and development of extraordinary strengths. The key lies not in trying to become someone else, but in learning to embrace and effectively channel your natural INFJ traits. Remember, you're not just different, you're rare, and the world needs exactly what you have to offer.